footage documented by Gazans on the night of the strike, posted on social media, which appear to show secondary explosions, indicating that there may have been weapons in the area. Our signal intelligence intercepted some phone calls that reinforce this concern, raising the possibility that weapons stored in a nearby compound caught fire. Here is one of those phone calls.
بعدين قعدهم دخيرة لأن صوت السلاح بدأ يتفجر وشمت المسار بتتبعتر أبو رفيق هذا ما يحكي مستودع سلاح باقي طلع يعني القوة اللي خلطوها اليهود مش قوية يعني صاروخ صغير لأنه مش فاحر جورة كبيرة وعندها فيطلع توابع لتفجيرات كتير.
We are working to verify the cause of the fire. It is still too early to be determined. Even when we do find the cause of the fire that erupted, it won't make this situation any less tragic. We took a number of steps prior to the strike to avoid civilian casualties: aerial surveillance from above, using specific munitions aimed at minimizing collateral damage, delaying the attack in order to further assess expected civilian presence, and other means. This incident is being investigated by the General Staff Fact-Finding and Assessment Mechanism, an independent and professional body that is investigating the circumstances of those killed in the area of the strike. This investigation will be swift, comprehensive, and transparent. Our war is against Hamas, not against the people of Gaza, which is why we convey deep sorrow for this tragic loss of life. Questions, please.
Question for Fox News. What was seen in the surveillance before the strike was called in?
We were working not just with those surveillance that I showed here. There are other things we did that I will not share now in order to verify the existence of women and children in the compound where Hamas members were. And we know that in the compound that we attacked, there were only Hamas members. We're now trying to understand in the compound nearby, what was there? What was that something that ignited the fire?
Question from CNN. Were any civilians killed by the IDF-fired munitions, or does the IDF believe that all of the civilian casualties were caused by the fire and or secondary explosion? And what is the name of the munition used?
We used the smallest munition that our jet fighters can use. And it's also a very accurate munition. This is what I can say about the munition. And the other question was?
Were any civilians killed by the IDF-fired munition, or does the IDF believe that all of the civilian casualties were caused by the fire and or secondary explosion?
The investigation is ongoing, and the fact-finding mechanism will look into it in a swift, comprehensive, and transparent way, and I'm sure we'll supply all those details.
Question from Radio France. Can you give us an update on tank advances in Rafah and along the Philadelphia corridor?
We are operating in Rafah in a very targeted and precise way. There is still terror in Rafah. There is still Hamas battalions in Rafah. A couple of days ago, launchers from Rafah fired to Tel Aviv. Millions of people went into bomb shelters. There is still terror in Rafah. Today and the day before, we have again detected tunnels on the Philadelphia corridors. Those are tunnels going to Sinai. We are talking to the Egyptians. We are demolishing those tunnels. We are working in a precise and targeted way. There are still hostages in Rafah. And we need to make sure that we do everything we can to bring our hostages back home.
שאלה מכאן 11, הפלסטינים מדווחים בדקות האחרונות על 21 הרוגים מתקיפות של צה"ל במערב העיר רפיח באזור המואסי. מה ידוע לנו על זה?
אני לא מכיר את האירוע הזה. אנחנו נשים את האירוע הזה לתוך בדיקה ואנחנו נעדכן אתכם בהקדם. Thank you very much.